Hi everybody and welcome to our Soul Tribe event tonight. I'm Tanya and I've been part of this incredible tribe now for 3.5 years and I love it. I'm absolutely passionate about what we do. We've really brought this beautiful group of mostly women together. We do have some men in our team, but it's mostly women to really help people in so many different ways. So there's two different ways that we help people. Sorry, I'm just letting people into the room. The first way that we help people is we have a beautiful customer program where we support people to create a healthier and more sustainable lifestyle. Not just, but the whole family. We also support the whole family to make real sustainable changes. The other way that we do this is we do this through supporting people to create a financial independence and financial security. And this is simply through just working online and creating some extra stream of income online, whatever that looks like for them. For me, when I came into this, I was looking for something way more than what I was actually getting. Not only was I looking for health because I was pretty sick, but I was also looking for a way to give me more purpose back into my life, to create more passion, to really be able to help others and make a bigger impact on the world, and I wasn't getting that in what I was doing. I really wanted more. And this gave me everything that I needed. And of course, what I did along the way was build a beautiful tribe of people who felt the same as me, who have very similar values to me and wanted to do similar things in their life. And, you're going to hear from a lot of those beautiful women tonight. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I am now going to pass you on over to the gorgeous Sarah. And Sarah's actually going to be talking about our sustainable and holistic healthy lifestyle program and our nutritional support behind it. Thank you, Sarah.
Oops, that's not Sarah.
Oh,
can you guys see me?
Okay, sometimes it moves when I try and turn it on.
Thank you. I'm glad it's not just me that's having technical issues tonight. Hello everyone, and I'm Sarah, and I am very pleased to be sharing with you our fantastic nutritional support and our program tonight. This is my first time, so bear with me. Anyway, I've been part of the program for 2 years, and I was first introduced to it by my sister purely for my menopausal symptoms, but I've gained so much more out of it since then. So originally I used to use a lot of vitamins as in supplements, the synthetics, the ones from the pharmacy, from the supermarket, from the health shop, and honestly they did nothing. If anything, they would bind me up and I'd feel constipated and stomach cramps, and you name it, I experienced it. So of course, when my beautiful sister introduced me to this program and the products, I was very pleased to hear that they are whole food. So the fact that they are whole food, your body recognizes it far easier than something that's been made chemically in a lab that your body doesn't actually know, oh, where's this meant to go? What's this meant to do for me? So of course, being an older mum, my beautiful children have also benefited from the products, and also my husband had benefited by not having a grumpy woman in the house anymore. So anyway, I would like to share with you our beautiful products, which are from a company called Juice Plus. And these are our beautiful micronutrients, okay? And we have got our fruit, our vegetables, and our berries. And as we all know, families these days don't have time to prepare decent food like we used to, like our parents used to. And there are so much more synthetic products and over-processed products out there on the market. So we're not actually getting the goodness that we deserve and our bodies deserve. On top of that, when you go to the supermarket, you get vegetables and fruit from the supermarket, but they are actually picked early and they are gas ripened. So all those nutrients and goodness that should be in there have actually been destroyed. Whereas our beautiful products have been grown on third-generation farms and they are organic, okay? They are picked at ripeness, not beforehand. They are picked at ripeness and they are freeze-dried, very low temperature, okay? And it's dried, and it's not just like the juice, it is the skin, it is the core, it is the pips, everything, the whole thing. That's why they say whole food, because it's a whole thing. And then it is pounded down and put into a vegan capsule like that. And that is what you get in your containers. You get vegan capsules like that, which are the whole food. Okay. Now, some of these products, for example, I'll read you a couple of the items. Some of these you don't always get. As we know, a lot of fruit and vegetables are seasonal food, and so you're not always able to get them when you really need them. For example, lemon peel, yes, that's seasonal, because I tell you what, my lemon tree doesn't always have products on it. Broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, spinach. Some of these products a lot of people don't even like taking. I mean, try and sit down and eat a plate full of spinach, won't happen. The fruit, some of these I have never even heard of. For example, I don't get cranberries unless they're dried. Cherries, hardly ever get those. Prunes, I wouldn't touch prunes normally. And beetroot, I only tend to eat in the summertime with salad, okay? And with the berries, I absolutely love the berries. For example, elderberry, I don't think you can even get elderberry in New Zealand. Blackberry and blackcurrant, they are seasonable, and cranberry and blueberry, just some of them, okay? So you see what I'm meaning. They're seasonal food, but with our farms that we get these from, they are available all year round, and so they are picked at ripeness and dried. Now, I would also like to pass on to our omegas. Now, these are what we call our liquid gold, and a lot of us call them our liquid gold. These have no fish in them. We go straight to the source, and we get omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 from plants, not from the fish. So the fish stay in the sea. We'll let them carry on doing what they do in the sea, and we use the plants. We farm the plants, and plants, for example, pomegranate, sea buckthorn, safflower, tomato seed, and raspberry seed. They're just some of them that are in our omegas, our plant-based omegas, which are fantastic for if you're a vegetarian, vegan, and very concerned about the fish population around. Also, our fantastic company, this is, I love our fantastic company. When you are an adult, place an adult order, and you can either order the fruit and vegetables or the premium blend, our beautiful company sponsor a child of your choice, and they get these beautiful products, okay? And these are for all children aged 4 to 18 for 4 years. So with each adult order, you can sponsor one child. And these are amazing. I love the smell of them, especially when you open a new packet, which I've just done. And these are little chews, okay? And they have got exactly the same ingredients as what our fruit and vegetables for the adults do. So I tell you what, I cannot imagine sitting my kids down and seeing them eat broccoli and spinach and lemon peel, and my youngest can't stand cabbage. So, and some of these fruits, for example, cherry, I would never be able to sit down and get a cherry into my daughter. Beetroot, they love beetroot, but again, pomegranate, orange, it's all in there and amazing for our children. So on top of that, we have what I love, our macronutrients. Okay, these babies are amazing. I love these with a passion, and I've been experimenting myself over the last few days. So with our macronutrients, these come in the form of protein shakes, as you can see, and they have 2 flavors, which I've only got one on hand at the moment, and they come in Dutch chocolate or French vanilla. And I really love French vanilla, but I tell you what, Dutch chocolate is really turning me at the moment. I'm getting very close. So in our macronutrients, these are again plant-based, and we use plants such as alfalfa, radish, pea protein, and they are full of B6, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, calcium, and iron. But my favorite ingredient in these is a natural ingredient called niacin, which is a mood booster. And I tell you what, when you're menopausal, you need a few of these, okay? And they're fantastic. I love them. Okay. Also, on top of all our fantastic products, we also get access to the program. And I am old school, and I've got a fantastic friend that has printed these out for me because I just get so frustrated flicking through the app, but we get programs, okay? At the moment, we're just starting the 8-week challenge at the end of the month. We also have got things like Vitality Reboot. We've got things like, more recipe books, okay? And you've also got some smoothie recipe, okay? And we also have mindfulness, meditation, and self-love books as well, all available. So that is our amazing product range. Personally, I love it. And I am now going to pass you over to Amira, who's going to tell you all how this product and the program has benefited her. And I'm just going to go and have a munch on my kids' treats.
Hi everybody, how are you tonight? I'm Amira. I have been on this program for about 7 to 8 months. I just am still to this day mind blown by it. So I've got an opposite story to what a lot of people tell, and I was really, really thin and needed to gain weight. I struggled severely to hold any nutrients. I've got a 2-year-old who was attached to my boobs still and just drained any nutrients from me. I was anemic. I had a really low hemoglobin level. I just could not hold any nutrients in my body, and I looked like I was really anorexic or had a really bad drug problem. And for me, that was really hard because I've worked really hard to get clean, because addiction has been a previous problem in my life. And so I had at times, really deprived my body of the nutrients it needed as well, which is why I think it was struggling so much to get its levels back up. And I napped, honestly, sorry, backwards and forwards. I napped so much. I was tired. I was grumpy. And I just wanted to be a happy mum, like I don't want to be Superwoman, or I just wanted to feel human again, was kind of how it was. Like I felt like a zombie and I just wanted to be a human again. And I've gotten so much more than that. Like I wake up every day. Firstly, I've gained weight. I'm by no means big, but I've gone from like 51 kg to I think I'm like early 60s now, which for me is really, really, really cool. I look healthy. I'm now at this. I used to try and cross the road and I'd lose a kg, and so now my body's finally holding it to the stage where I can start exercising and working out, which is really exciting for me, because being active is so important in mental health and just staying happy in all senses. And I'm just so grateful for the fact that this program has given me my life back. It's given me the capacity to hold nutrients, to enjoy eating food again. The shakes, I really used to struggle to eat as well. Like it used to make me feel sick. And so the shakes were amazing when I first started. They're delicious. And they bring on my appetite. So, I get up in the morning, I take my capsules and my shake, and then I'd be starving for the rest of the day, which was amazing. And I don't mean starving for bullshit like KFC and chocolate like I used to fill myself up on for quick energy. I wanted like avocado on toast and salad and proper meals. And it was just, has been a complete and utter life changer for me. And I will be forever grateful. And I'm a lifetime member. Thank you very much. I'm not sure who I'm passing on to, but they're amazing. I'm passing on to Karen, and she's just fabulous.
Hi guys, I'm Karen. Geez, I'll take that. Amira, thanks. I just wanted to share a little bit about my product program story. I have now been on this whole lifestyle change for 2.5 years, and it's absolutely freaking epic. 2.5 years ago, you wouldn't have got me anywhere near presenting my story. It's just one of the benefits of being with an amazing global community of people. So I fell into this amazing program purely through, at the time, it was a body challenge. I've always been thin, and that's a blessing. but feeding myself the nutrients that I needed to keep myself constantly balanced with your mind, body, and soul, that was a different story altogether. So coming into this, my immune system sucked royally. I have been a long time asthmatic and bronchitis. So every winter I would be getting sick and catch every single freaking cold and whatever was out there. And it would take me freaking forever to get better. You know, I'd have to be on antibiotics and things like that. And since being in this program, guess what? My asthma inhaler gets to stay in my bag. My immune system has definitely become stronger, and it's receiving what it needs, so that I am no longer having to go to the doctor and be on antibiotics and all that kind of thing. It's definitely boosting that. Now, I'm a little older than Amira, so I'm in a different phase of life, as they say. And guess what? There's hope for all of us women out there who happen to be perimenopausal, menopausal, or hey, even if you're a mum who's had a really rough day and the kids are driving you nuts, you're going to have energy, your hormones are going to be balanced out. Why? Because your body's getting all these freaking amazing whole food nutrients. So I now have energy to burn. I can keep up with my amazing nieces and nephews, a 17-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old, who all give me a run for my money. And these are also benefiting them. Like Sarah said, the chews are absolutely awesome. It is so cool to be able to get whole foods into children, and they don't even realize what they're getting. The shakes I absolutely love. Great for your gut health. And for me, being always on the go and doing stuff, love to be able to take those in the morning. And if we are traveling, which we're getting back into these days on a national level, potentially international soon, you can take them with you. And again, I can't speak highly enough of it. I love the community. My mental health is back on point as well. And just really heading towards that trifecta of awesomeness and continuing it on a daily basis. And I can't say a bad word about it. I'm just loving them. I love the community. And if you get this offered to you and have an opportunity to go for gold, do it. Hashtag priceless. All right, I'm going to pass on to the beautiful Tammy.
Hi there. So I've come on this evening to bust a couple of myths about the business. First, a disclaimer, the snoring's not me. I've got little doggies lying next to me. Here. See, that's the snoring culprit there, snoring. Anyway, that's live for you. So a lot of people there's a lot of skepticism around the online marketing and, you know, sales and things. And so I'm just going to clear up a couple of them. And number one, you've probably all heard this before, that online businesses are pyramid schemes. So I wonder if you can see that. I'm going to try and draw backwards and everything. So here we go. Pyramid. Okay. This here is my day job. This is me. I'm actually still working my day job. Down here, there's me. We work for a food importing company, and there's a bunch of reps. We're all on the road, visiting stores and promoting the brand and the company. We're down here. Then there's a bunch of people in the office. They sit about here. There's a bunch of managers. There's a couple of CEOs, and there's a guy that owns the company at the top. I'm making him a whole lot of money. I'm not making any of these guys any money at all. Okay. They all have different roles in the company. Most of them fit into the role that they have and wouldn't really level up much further. For instance, I'm good on the road. I'm not going to make it into the office. So I'm not, you know, every year I have the opportunity to have a review and maybe a very small pay rise if I'm lucky, but I'm only ever going to get so far, and I'm never going to climb into any of these roles. Okay, so for me, my day job is the pyramid scheme. Okay, I don't see any sense in it, and I don't see how I'm ever actually really going to level up to this. I'm never going to be the CEO. I didn't do high school to the end. I didn't get my UE or whatever it is that you call it these days. I'm never going to be the boss of a big importing company. I'm never going to be the CEO. I'm never going to be one of the managers. If I want to, I could work in the office or the warehouse, but mostly I'm just going to stay on the road with the reps and drive around and around in circles for the rest of my life. Or we could have the kind of business that I do on the side with my beautiful soul tribe, which looks a little bit more like this. Okay, there's a few levels. There's always a few levels. You're always going to learn and grow and climb a kind of a ladder thing. Okay, here's me, some of my soul tribe buddies here. When I started, there was my sister, and a few more of us that we came in all at about the same level. I think Karen is probably here with me, and what we did then was I got a wee promotion and I climbed up a level. A few months later, I got another promotion and I climbed up another level. Every time I went up, the percentage that I earned went up as well every month. Okay, Karen did the same thing, got up here. My sister, she took it pretty easy and stayed here for a little while, and she went up here. And then a couple of other people I know started later than me, and they're up here already. There's no competition. I can be up here or here or here anytime I please, based on the effort that I put in and the work that I put in, and the training and the self-development that I do. So this isn't based on me applying to my boss and asking for a raise. It's not me superseding another employee. We're actually all 100% on the level playing field together, and we're all 100% able to climb as high as we want. There's no glass ceiling on this business model at all. Okay, so very simple, very easy to understand. I can earn as much money as I see fit to earn, as much as I want to put in the effort. Okay, same with my sister, same with Karen, and anyone else that joins in along the way. No matter what time they start, they can stay here or climb as high as they like, and it doesn't matter what the rest of us are doing. All we do is actually cheer each other on, which in fact, in my day job, if I got boosted to a better level, it creates quite a lot of jealousy within the company and the reps on the road, and that if any of us get treated any different than each other. So day job, not a very nice environment. This job, awesome, positive, raising the way I feel about myself, raising the way other people feel about themselves, giving the goodness to people, coaching other people along the way to get there as well. Okay, so sorry, I'm just going to move along. I'm running out of time. And I just want to do one more little slide for you. And the second myth that I'm going to bust is that a lot of people think that when you get into any sales or online business, that you're going to go and blast it out to all of your family and friends and harass them and talk them into things they don't want and suck them dry of all their money and then basically leave everyone in the lurch. Okay, it's not how it goes. We start off like this. Here's me in the middle. And what I did when I started was I went and had a little chat to actually one of my good friends and my wonderful little daughter, because I love her, Hazel. Now, she didn't need her arm twisting because she'd been watching me for a while and she thought that what I was doing was really awesome. Not only that, but I gifted it to her for her 21st birthday. She's now been in the business with me for 2 years. Okay, I reached out to another friend, my friend Kathy, who I'd already put onto the product, and she'd had a wonderful, wonderful experience. She'd come back really, really fantastically well from chronic fatigue. And she was really interested in this business as well. So I joined her up. Hazel went and talked to her friend, Cheyenne. She went to another friend, Destiny, and she talked to her partner, Tori, as well. And she blossomed out from there. Katie did the same, reached out to another friend, Karen, and she joined in, and she reached out to another little friend. Same thing, little snowballs. Over this side, again, reached out to one more, reached out to a couple more, and the same happened. They added a couple of friends and a couple of friends there. And basically, all of a sudden, I reached out to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 plus. And this is just a brief description of my starting point. So basically, you only need 3 or 4 strong people who are prepared to go on this journey with you and step into really developing their own business skills. And they're really passionate to actually, have the life that they desire and be able to have more freedom as well. And so these people were totally on my page. They joined up. And it just continues and continues. It's little snowballs. So no, we don't have to hard sell out to every single person we know and everyone we meet. And that's why I'm here. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If I've forgotten anything, Tanya, please pop it in there. Thank you. I'm handing over to Jess.
Hello. That's very interesting, Tammy. You spoke for me. I wish you could. Today I'm talking about the business side and what it has done for me from the beginning to today now. So before I started this business, I was striving for any type of money, either if it be selling my stuff to put into my savings, or just any little side hustle that I could find that was not really legit in the end. I was struggling financially really, really bad. I would scrape up money for a milk or a bread. I don't have to worry about that anymore, and I've actually put a good amount of money into my savings for my business. My goal starting the business was to save $1,000 within this, and I've set that goal, so I'm really proud, and I thank my business for that. What I needed to change, lessons that I've learned while being on this program, is I need to be more open to my problems in my life. My problems were keeping me behind in dark places that I shouldn't have been in the first place, but I took myself there and my children along the way. So having a bunch of ladies to support me and help me and just reach out to me meant a lot, and it really has changed my life, and my family can see that from the inside. My kids are my main priority when it comes to anything in the world. I gave up work for my children a few years ago because I was working too hard for pennies, and it was quite tiring. So I love that I'm my own boss and I can work around my own clock. I've learned, the more I post on social media and attract people, the more I will actually get paid for it. So I really love that, it just amazes me to attract people and get really good money. Getting good money. Money is a big situation in my life, especially with 4 kids that rely on mummy. Thank you. Please just stop doing my kids do that, sorry. So when this came into my life, I think I've just spoken about when it came into my life. This has changed me. I feel a lot more vibrant, a lot more open to how I spend my money, and it really helps me with my goals and seeing my savings build. It inspires me to keep on doing what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. My triumph, this has really given me the opportunity to share this with other ladies, to really engage and connect with other people. I never do that ever, so I've no team members yet, but I do try so hard because I, from my own experience, know what this can do for everybody. Like I'm a Māori girl who would have just been like, no, thank you, you're all right, I don't believe in that type of stuff. But it's just, you've got to want to change your life. I don't know, sorry. So
I love it, Jazz. It's perfect, honey. Honestly, it's so raw and so you and so real.
Sorry, usually if I stick to a paper, I'm just going to be confused, so I just spoke from my head.
Which is perfect, honey. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
It was just lovely. I will take you off the spotlight. She do well. I don't know if that was maybe her second time that she's shared. So that was just amazing. And and that's one of the things that I absolutely love about what I do, is it's watching, mums, women like her really grow into, more confidence, more belief in themselves, being able to be more financially independent, and, feeling like that they're actually giving back more than just being a mum, that they've actually got something else, more for themselves. And I guess, when I think about that, that's exactly where I was in my life at the time. My children were older, but I was, a lot of my kids were leaving home. I was kind of at that empty nesting situation. And I thought, well, is this all there is? There must be more to life than just going to my job and, kind of saving for a travel to retire. And honestly, we were lucky. We were just making ends meet. We were not really getting ahead at all financially. We were finding that money was really difficult, and we knew that to have the travel that we wanted, to have our dream home in the country that we wanted, to have a comfortable retirement that we wanted, where we could experience things and help support our kids financially as they got into their older years, we knew that wasn't going to happen on the income that we were getting. And so it was a no-brainer for me when I had gotten so well from this program after being really sick, and realizing that there was a business behind this. And I thought, well, this, not only does this tick my financial box, but this gives me the time to be able to do the travel that I want to, and it gives me so much purpose to be able to give back to women like you heard from Jazz tonight, to really support them to grow and step into their superpowers, discover their superpowers and step right into them, and it was just the best thing. I mean, for me, I was, a social worker, and, I always wanted to make a massive difference in the world, but I felt that I wasn't doing that. And whereas now I see it every day, I do it every day, and it's such a beautiful, rewarding, satisfying feeling. It is just the best thing ever, and it's always will be my favorite part of this incredible business. So, looking back now, 3 years ago, I left my job. I do this full time now, and I've been able to step into a whole lot of new, areas in my life that I'm absolutely loving. Like I'm looking, you know, I'm writing a book now. We're looking at other streams of income, and, you know, I'm actually being able to delve into, you know, other ways of leading and mentoring people, which is just also something that I absolutely love. So, I mean, I honestly wouldn't have been able to do this if I was still stuck in my 9-to-5 job with an employee mindset. Whereas this has really given me the growth and the desire to have more, to be more, to do more, to give more to the world, which is, you know, just perfect for me. So I'm just going to share a little bit about how we get paid, because I know for me that was pretty huge when I saw it, and it got me pretty excited. For most of us, you know, if we're used to coming in from a job, we will be thinking about, well, we get paid one way, right? We get paid every hour for every hour that we work. This is a little bit different, okay? So imagine, so you're an entrepreneur, so it's slightly different. And so we get paid in 3 different ways, which is really exciting. Now, before I do that, I will just share a little bit around how do we do this, because I know when Tammy explained about how we share this with people and we link arms with other people, what we do is really, really simple. How we do this is we use the system UTR. And this is that we're using the product. So basically we become a product of the product. We're using our nutritional support, we are using the program, and we're enjoying it, we're getting the benefits from it. So basically we're getting paid to be healthy, which is really exciting. How many jobs do you get like that where you get paid to be healthy? And then what you do is you talk about it to other people. So you are sharing this with other people, and we either share this by talking to people through social media apps, or we do this face to face. You know, we really want to be sharing something that we absolutely love. It's the same as if you would recommend a product that you absolutely love, like a shampoo or a I don't know, a restaurant or something that you really love, and you would tell your friends all about it. Go there, it's amazing. Use this shampoo, it's absolutely awesome. Well, this is exactly the same thing. The difference is we get paid for it. And then what we do is we're sharing our results. So when we are using a product, we are sharing our results. So we are talking about the benefits that we are getting from this and how much it's really supporting us and helping us in our families. And I tell you what, that's probably the easiest part, because honestly, if I think about my journey and how sick I was and how quickly I got well, and now, you know, 3.5 years later, I'm an absolute lifer. I would never stop using this incredible product and program. I use them every day and I absolutely love them. So that part is really, really simple. So easy as that. Anybody can do this, really. Anybody. Now, how we get paid? We get paid in 3 different ways. So the first way that we get paid is we get paid in retail profit. So yes, Tammy talked about sales. Yes, that part of it is sales, right? So what happens is when we link our customer to the JP company, we get given a certain percentage of retail profit, which is really cool. So, you know, we can earn a certain amount of money just by having customers, which is fantastic. Now, another way that we get paid is we get paid in bonuses. Now, bonuses are really cool because for most of us, we don't get bonuses anymore. This is the money that our parents used to get, you know, at Christmas. They used to get Christmas bonuses. I've never had a bonus, but we get these. We don't have to wait for a whole 12 months to get a bonus. We can get a bonus within the first 10 days if we really want one. That's how cool these are. So every time you reach, you know, Tammy talked about those different levels. Every time we reach another level, we get another bonus, which is really exciting. So, you know, the first bonus can start within your first 10 days from $150. These can go all the way up to $30,000 in bonuses, which is very, very exciting. And between these, there are a lot of different levels. Now, our pinnacle position is NMD. Even though we have positions higher than this, this is the position that most people really want to get to, and most people do actually get to. Now, our next way that we get paid is we get paid in commission. Now, for any of you who doesn't know what residual income is, and a lot of people I speak to don't know what it is, especially the younger generation, this is the kind of money that Warren Buffett talks about, that if you don't find a way to earn money while you're sleeping, you'll work till you die. So this is the money you earn while you sleep, while you're on holiday, while you're doing life. So while things happen to you and you can't go out to work, you're still going to get paid. Okay, so if you want to go on holiday for 2 months, which is what happened for me, I went overseas for how many days? 9 weeks. We went overseas for 9 weeks. We traveled around Southeast Asia and we got paid for it. And we didn't have to worry about not having enough money when my husband was only paid for 3 weeks leave, because my business paid for that, which is really cool. And I wasn't really doing any work in that time. I was maybe putting in half an hour a day, which is pretty exciting. So that's the kind of money that you really want to be looking at, because this is the kind of thing that will pay you. So when you think about this, so when we get to this level here, this will give you about $120,000 a year just in residual income. That doesn't include your bonuses or your retail profit. And of course, then there's all the levels even higher than NMD. There's about another 4 or 5 levels that go higher than NMD, which is really exciting. So there's lots and lots of opportunity to make a lot of money here. The other really good thing about this is there is no glass ceiling, so nothing is capped. It's up to you how much money you earn. So however much effort you want to put in is how much you're going to get out of it. So that is definitely something that I love about this business, that we aren't limited to the hours that we put in. So, when you go out to a day job, which is something that always frustrated me, you'd have to go and work extra hours or overtime to get extra pay. Yes, you might have the security of having, a regular pay coming in, but it meant that if you got sick and you took more than 3 days sick leave, you weren't going to get paid for any more than that. This is going to pay you no matter what happens, no matter what goes on in your life. And you know how many people have been made redundant? This is a really great security system to have in place, so that with everything that's been happening in COVID and so many people losing jobs, honestly, it was the best thing that I had over COVID. When some of our family members were losing their job, I actually had an income that was still coming in, and we actually did way better during that time than a lot of other people, which is really cool. So if you're sitting here and you are wanting to know a little bit more about what we do, you've got a lot of questions, please reach out and get your questions answered. We want to make sure that you make an informed decision. We'd love to know, we'd love to help you say yes to this, because honestly, this is the best decision I ever made, besides marrying my amazing husband, but we won't talk about that. But honestly, it's literally changed my life and literally changed my health. So I will never look back, and I will never regret saying yes to this. So don't be that person that regrets not jumping in sooner. So, please reach out to the person who sent you this link and get your questions answered, and have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.